Hey guys, Brozan here. Sorry I haven't been around a lot lately. Frankly, I've been extremely disappointed with the situation on the ocean content on Ultima Online Outlands. And I've just decided to kind of do a blog-based video of this because writing this all out, I got halfway through and I just got frustrated. And I thought, you know what? When you can see my emotions, when you can see me as I say these things, it means more than something that's going to get lost in the scroll of Discord. I want to be exceptionally clear. I've had wonderful interactions with Luthien in private messages. I haven't had as good interactions with Owen, but Owen has a lot of shit to deal with, and I'm not his main priority. I understand that. So the majority of our conversations have been, hey, go ask the right person, or, just simple questions and answers. So anyway, with that preface, I want to get into the bulk of what this video is about. The admins on Outlands have recently been doing one of the worst things that you can do in a customer facing role. They're blaming the player base for the way that the systems are being used. And in doing so, they're ostracizing the community. They're directly putting blame for the way that game systems are used onto the player base. And on top of that, they're vastly generalizing. They're saying because these individuals do this, because the loudest voices do this, the rest of everybody who interacts with this system, thousands of people, suck. And I'm going to be just cards on the table. The attitude fucking blows. Luthien, Owen, if you're watching this, you really, really, really need to step back and think about how you talk to people. Now, let me get into this. I've seen a lot of private messages lately that have been shared with me about we were supposed to have a ship patch, we're not getting a ship patch, and that's fine. Nobody is going to hold it against you if as the owners of a server, you decide that you want to focus your energies on parts of the systems that get used by more people. Hands down, it's your ball. If you don't like it, you can take it and go home. Nobody holds that against you. The problem is when you come and say, I'm doing this because you suck. That's bullshit. That's absolute fucking shitty. And I'll use the magic word, but if you want this game to be fucking trammel, turn on the fucking flags and be done with it. OSI did that years ago. They made that hard choice because the vast majority of their player base wanted to be PVM. It is what it is. Very specific to the boating scene. I've seen these comments. Most of these people don't want the system to survive. The people playing the ocean, they don't want the system to survive. Their goal is to win. And they can only do that by pushing everyone else out. It's been like that for 7 years. You built a system that can have a net loss. If I take a ship of the line out there, when I sink, the ship costs me 250,000 dubs, which are 1-to-1 right now, $250,000 gold to sink it. You built a system that is gold negative if you play it poorly. Don't be fucking surprised when it's gold negative when people play it poorly. It is extraordinarily hard to get started on the ocean. Almost all of my interactions with the community, with the admins, with these videos has been to try to help people get into this system. It's fucking hard. You have to go, it's like learning to play chess. I'm not going to go into specifics because this video is designed for a broad audience of people who don't give a shit about the ship system. So let's compare it to something everybody knows. Let's say you're learning chess. chess is hard. You got to learn how all the pieces move. Once you've learned how all the pieces moved, you've built all these macros, you've learned all the interactions of the system, you've set up your board, then you have to learn about the opposing player and their moves. You have to learn all of that. Now imagine in this chess game, if you lose $250,000 gold. And now take on top of that, there's fucking roving grandmasters walking around the park, and you never know who the guy you sit down with is, if they're a grandmaster or if they're a newbie like you. Blaming the community for trying to win in an online game that is designed with specific winnable goals is bullshit. You have a ship's leaderboard. You have an incentive to be the best. You built a PvP system where PvP truly matters. Don't be fucking surprised when a group of people flock together to join their efforts together and be the best of it. It's pure fucking science. I don't see you out there bitching and moaning that iDocs were owned completely by one group. I don't see you out there throwing shade and saying, I'm never going to support this again because factions can be driven by one group. It's PvP. The mentality is, I want to win. Oh, but the ship's community, they're the most exploiters. They're going to latch on to every little advantage they can get. No fucking shit. Have you ever watched elitist jerks or some of these WoW raids where these people jump through fucking hoops to eke out 0.5%? You're talking about a system where I can buy a crew that will get me out there and work perfectly fine for about $1,000,000 gold. I can spend 80 million gold to get 0.5% more speed, which is a multiplier and truly means my boat goes one extra tile every 7 ticks. Don't be surprised when people in a social setting band together to try to be the best that they can be. And don't be surprised when the best players come together because they're the ones who understand each other. But more than anything, and this is the thing that has me so fucking pissed off, has me wasting my time making this fucking video. Do not put that blame on my shoulders, on the shoulders of people out there who just want to go out and be the best that they can. That's not making you toxic. That's playing within the fucking playground that you designed, that you created. If I could offer you some sincere advice instead of just bitching, it's stop, take your fucking messages, put them in Chat GPT, and say, do I sound like an asshole when I'm posting this? Anyway, I'm sorry for the big fucking rant. Surprise, guys, we're not getting that ship patch that we were hoping for. I. Oh, but they don't actually care about the system. They just want to win. Oh, you know what? Saying the system is going to be how it is, that's fine. You got a lot of people excited because changes bring communities back together. You want to know why things are falling off? It ain't got a goddamn thing to do with Mega and Federation existing. It's because it's the same fucking gameplay loop that we've had for 3, 4 years now since boat bots were banned. We drive out there, we board ships. It's fun, but you can't sustain it. Unless you just know life and don't breathe, you never touch grass, and you don't give a shit about anything else, you're not going to keep going out there and farming the same fucking boats for a year. What's the end goal? To make your crew better so that I can get bitched at for being an elitist jerk? Fuck that. So yeah, we were excited to get a patch because it brings those people like Brozan that haven't been playing lately. It brings us back because we got new things to do, new things to think about. It had nothing to do with the actual content. It was getting our social groups back together. Something you would fucking understand if you understood that friends, like, people become friends being the elites of these systems. But no, we're just a bunch of toxic assholes and we don't deserve any attention because we're playing in your fucking system to be the best that we can be. I don't have any other comments on this. I sincerely suspect this will be the last Outlands video I make for a long time. Frankly, it's truly angered me, truly upset me, and there's sometimes you just got to step away from things because of that. And I'm sure a lot of you are going to white knight and bitch and moan and say, oh, but you do these shitty things. I don't care. I, I'm not saying that I'm the paragon of the community. I'm not saying that there aren't true assholes in the ships community. I've got people blocked right now because I don't want to interact with them. But putting that blanket label on an entire gameplay system that you designed because it's designed in that way, get over yourselves. Go fuck yourselves. If you want it to be trammy, turn on the fucking blue flag. Risk versus reward is the thing that Ultima Online has that other MMOs don't. Anyway, thank you everybody for tuning in. I've really enjoyed my tenure here and I'll be around, but I don't know that I'm going to do public things for a while. Not until I've cooled down. See ya.